According to new reporting from The Guardian, Donald Trump called Norway's finance minister to discuss tariffs, and while doing so, he also told him he wanted the Nobel Peace Prize. Let me say that again. The President of the United States cold called a foreign finance minister and randomly brought up wanting a Nobel Prize. Quote, out of the blue, while Finance Minister Jens Stoltenberg was walking down the street in Oslo, Donald Trump called. He wanted the Nobel Prize and to discuss tariffs. Now, let's be clear. Very much in the vein of Trump's perfect first-term phone call to Zelensky withholding military assistance for dirt on Joe Biden, Trump is yet again wielding the state as his personal cudgel to exact some political benefit for himself. He knows full well what he's doing by bringing up tariffs in the same call that he brings up the Nobel Peace Prize. He is not so subtly letting Norway's government know that what happens with tariffs will depend solely on what happens with the prize that he is so desperate for. And what's craziest is that in actuality, the tariffs on foreign countries are a tax paid by Americans, meaning Trump is forcing us to pay more money as a means to get a Nobel Peace Prize for himself. A billionaire is ensuring that we all pay more for food, for housing, for clothing, for electronics, for cars, literally all of the things he promised he would lower costs on, all so that he can feel special by getting an award that he doesn't even deserve. I mean, I'm sorry, but I'm coming to you from Los Angeles, where Trump has deployed the U.S. military against American citizens. And just days ago, he did the same thing in Washington, D.C., a city where crime is at a 30-year low. He is deploying our own military against our own citizens, all the while demanding a peace prize for himself. Utter lunacy. In fact, Trump is so desperate for this prize that foreign heads of state have begun to use it as a bargaining chip to get themselves favorable terms. This was just weeks ago.
My question to you is, today you are making history by receiving 5 African presidents and showing the interest of the United States to collaborate and to work close with the African nations. African continent is watching, African youth is watching, and this new approach that your administration is taking to deal with African nations, not only based on help, but in doing business that everybody can win, is really much appreciated for all the Africans. My question is, are you planning, Mr. President, in the future to travel to Africa to see firsthand all those countries in Africa, all those potential that those countries have? And for the African leaders, my question is, as you can see, President Trump is working to bring peace not only in Africa but also in the world. Are you all considering to nominate President Trump for a Nobel Prize Peace?
That's a very nice reporter. I got to meet her 2 weeks ago when we had the Congo and Rwanda, and we had some other people up from Africa, and that was the first time. But that's a very nice, I appreciate the question. It's very nice, actually.
A Nobel Peace Prize, while I don't see any problem with it, I think that President Trump deserves it for all the efforts that he's worked on. And he brought peace back in the SEAC region. That is my region, the region where DRC and Rwanda signed a deal. And so he is now bringing peace back into a region where that was never possible. So I believe that he does deserve a Nobel Peace Prize. That is my opinion on this.
Well, thank you very much. It's very, very nice. Thank you. I didn't know I'd be treated this nicely. This is great. We could do this all day long. Thank you very much. Please, go ahead.
This is where we're at. The leaders of foreign nations recognize that if they want anything, all they have to do is pander to Trump a little bit and he melts like putty. This guy is easier to buy than a kid in a candy shop. I honestly don't know what's more embarrassing, that it is so blatantly easy to manipulate the President of the United States, or that he still can't see what's happening right in front of his face. In fact, what's worse is that this is the worst kept secret in the entire world. Netanyahu did it too.
I present to you, Mr. President, the letter I sent to the Nobel Prize Committee. It's nominating you for the Peace Prize, which is well-deserved, and you should get it.
Thank you very much. This I didn't know. Wow. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Coming from you in particular, this is very meaningful. Thank you very much, Bibi.
Thank you. Thank you for everything you're doing.
Thank you. It's a great honor.
I mean, even Republican lawmakers are doing it so that they can get a little pat on the head from Daddy Trump.
Thanks to his actions, that he has brought peace here. Now he's brokered this peace deal. And I would submit to you that there's no one more deserving of the Nobel Peace Prize than Donald J. Trump.
Yeah, Congressman, I mean, you're not the only one who thinks that. Pakistan, yes, Pakistan also nominated President Trump for the Nobel Peace Prize, only to condemn him a day later for the strikes on Iran. Now, of course, Pakistan is a close ally of Iran. But, I mean, what did you make of that big flip-flop?
Well, you know, again, here is someone who is achieving something that has been attempted by other people for years. I mean, let's face it, Barack Obama won a Peace Prize, a Nobel Peace Prize for giving speeches. And Donald Trump, he's delivered. He's actually taken action and brought about peace. And he deserves it more so than anyone else I can think of. I mean, this should be a slam dunk. Think about what he's done. He's trying to broker peace in between Russia and Ukraine. He's trying to broker peace, and he has achieved brokering peace in the Middle East. The Abraham Accords, everything he's done. Everybody wants to say, oh, he's a warmonger. No, just the opposite. He wants peace. He wants the economies to thrive. He wants and he understands how important this is.
And I know that you said it's a slam dunk, but the president has been nominated for the prize multiple times. He hasn't won yet. Is it going to be different this time around, in your opinion?
It is. Again, I think this time is the charm. I think he'll receive it this time, and he is certainly deserving of it. And if for some reason he doesn't get it, it would really be a travesty.
You know, I'm old enough to remember Republicans impeaching a president for getting a blowjob in the Oval Office. Now they're the ones giving them to him. I mean, just from a national security standpoint, do you really think it makes America safer that the entire planet knows the way to manipulate the President of the United States is by uttering the words Nobel Peace Prize? Let me put this a different way. What if every world leader came to the White House during the Biden era with ice cream cones, and when they handed them over, Biden would gush about how great they were? What would Republicans say about Biden then? Yeah, all those thoughts swirling around your head right now, those apply to Trump. They say, sir, you should win a prize, and all of a sudden, you've curried favor with the president based not on our national interests, but on your ability to manipulate a man-child and his insatiable need for validation. But it actually gets worse. You know what Trump's big argument for deserving the Nobel Peace Prize is? That Barack Obama got one.
If I were named Obama, I would have had the Nobel Prize given in 10 seconds. He got the Nobel Prize. He didn't even know what the hell he got it for. Remember, he got elected. Well, so did I. He got elected, and they announced he was getting the Nobel Prize. Remember, he said, oh, what did I do? He didn't know what the hell he did. He got the Nobel Prize for doing nothing. For getting elected, but I got elected too. And, you know, if I think of that, we did something, the Abraham Accords, unprecedented. Nobody thought it was possible. And I'm not saying want or not. I'm just saying if it was anybody else, liberal, Democrat, they would have had it before the damn thing was even signed, you know. So there has to be fair, and I don't care, but I'm not looking for it. I'm not politicking for it. I'm just saying that there's a lot of unfairness in this world.
Obama gets one, so Trump deserves one too. Brought to you by the political party that wants you to know just how much they hate participation trophies. And here's the truly embarrassing part. A Norwegian think tank that handicapped possible winners of the 2025 prize didn't even mention Trump's name. The frontrunners they cited, including Sudan's emergency response rooms, the Prime Minister of Qatar, and the Women's International League for Peace and Freedom. Trump is getting lapped by organizations that most Americans haven't even heard of, and his response is to start making lobbying calls to Norwegian government officials. The reality is this: the Nobel Committee is insulated from political pressure. As one Western diplomat put it, this is a decision made by people who are independent and have their own point of view. You can't buy it. Norway doesn't need the money. But Trump doesn't understand that because his entire worldview is transactional. He thinks everything can be negotiated, leveraged, or bought, even international recognition for promoting peace. What's most telling about this whole episode is how it perfectly encapsulates Trump's character. He's a man who craves external validation more than oxygen, yet he consistently behaves in ways that make such validation impossible. He wants to be seen as a peacemaker while bombing other countries. He wants international respect while threatening allies with tariffs. He wants a Nobel Prize while acting like a schoolyard bully on the world stage. Look, if Trump wants a Nobel Peace Prize, here's a radical idea. Try actually promoting peace. Stop bombing countries, stop threatening allies, stop treating international relations like a real estate deal. But we all know that's not going to happen because Trump would rather strong-arm foreign officials than do the actual work of diplomacy. So the next time you hear Trump or his allies talking about how he deserves international recognition, just remember this moment right here. Remember that the man who claims to be the greatest deal maker in history had to cold call a foreign government official while they were walking down the street begging for an award. If that's not the perfect metaphor for the Trump presidency, I don't know what is. Before you go, if you enjoyed this content and you want to see more and support independent media, please subscribe to this channel. The subscribe button will be right here on the screen. But second, the reality is that we are now in a political environment where this administration can lean on any of the social media platforms to suppress certain voices if they don't like critical coverage. That means my longevity here is in the hands of a few tech billionaires who are already making it clear that they are willing to cater to this administration. To that end, signing up for my newsletter is a way for me to reach you directly if that ever becomes necessary. I'll put the link right here on the screen as well, so please sign up. It's free, but there's also an option to do a paid subscription if you'd like to support me and my team. I really appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching.